after this beautiful divine darshan of Kalki and various manifestations of power. After such an auspicious and powerful darshan,
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda.
Yeah. Nityambaramazukadam kevalam jnanamurtim द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityananda. So we welcome all of you back after this amazing darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So after this darshan, it is time for all of us to enter into the power manifestation session. So let's now prepare ourselves for the power manifestation. We're going to manifest the power of changing, of altering the temperature of your body. So let's now prepare for this power manifestation. You can get your thermometer to help you measure the temperature and be ready. Let's take a minute, get the thermometer. And meanwhile, let's prepare the right space for us to manifest the power. Now that we have been initiated by Swamiji with all these powerful cognitions and initiation, the energy that is overflowing in our system, let's now settle down, keeping your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Sit cross-legged on the floor.
So someone is asking, what if I don't have the thermometer in the apartment? No issues, no issues. You can use the applications in your mobile. There are a lot of applications in your mobile as a thermometer. If not, even if not, you don't have any such chance to measure the temperature, you can observe your temperature by your experience. You can see the difference, and you can note down and put a message in a chat what all you experienced during the manifestation. We will explain you. So what would be the happening during the manifestation. Don't worry about that.
Yes. So you'll use whatever is best available to you. If you have the thermometer, you can use the thermometer. If not, you can check your temperature maybe at your wrist or near the neck. Many times near the throat, we check the temperature. So there are various ways for us to measure the temperature.
Yes. So with the back of your fingers, that is the place where skin are more sensible to the temperature, with the back of your fingers. So you can use that to note down your temperature, and you can go ahead, no problem.
Yes. So now let's proceed with the power manifestation. You can also meanwhile turn on your video recording so that you can record yourself while manifesting this power. It forms the Sakshi Pramana, the evidence that you have manifested this power for yourself. Now, let's take the initial measurement of your body using the thermometer, or you can just sense it with the tip of your fingers, or whatever is the best available technique that you can use to sense the temperature of your body. Let's take the initial measurement. You can keep the video camera on, that video on, recording from now itself.
So all the participants follow each and every step of this power manifestation session. If you sincerely follow up, you all will understand at one point of time you yourself begin being transformed every single day. Your quality of your life, your quality of you approaching your life and manifesting things will be slowly improving. Your system, your physical and mental well-being also will be improving. So sincerely do each and every step Swamiji has designed us. Every power manifestation that will immediately after the darshan is Swamiji specifically designed for power manifestation. So all of you sincerely do this power manifestation and interact during this session by putting your chat in the Zoom chat.
Yes. So hopefully you've all taken the initial measurement of your body temperature using the thermometer or some other technique, maybe manually. Now let's begin the power manifestation. We will be increasing the temperature of our body in this power manifestation round. Now start visualizing Swamiji in your third eye. Again, reminding you, sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. It helps raise the Kundalini energy from the root of your spine, from your Mooladhara chakra to your crown center here. So when it raises up, you experience that oneness and you experience the power manifestation. So remember Swamiji in your third eye and start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Start chanting the Mahavakya from your navel. Chant it loudly. Let it vibrate in your entire body. Mahavakya is your conscious declaration of oneness with Paramashiva, with Swamiji himself. And when you chant the Mahavakya, you invoke that space of oneness with Swamiji and request Swamiji to manifest through you. So start chanting the Mahavakya. During the power manifestation session, the entire round, we'll be playing the oneness capsule to help you sustain that space of oneness. Well, when you will be having the darshan of Swamiji. And from your side, you can continue chanting the Mahavakya and hold that space consciously. Declare for the temperature of your body to increase. Okay, you have to continuously maintain your conscious declaration to increase the temperature of your body. So let's now start the power manifestation round.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवो
ईश्वरा ओम आनंदा हर हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा ओम आनंदेश्वरा आनंदेश्वरा हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा ओम आनंदेश ओम आनंदेश हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा ओम आनंदेश्वरा रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा रामेश्वरा नित्य आनंदेश्वरा रामेश्वरा नित्य रामेश्वरा हर हर बोले आनंद रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा गंगाधरा नित्य गंगाधरा हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा गंगाधरा गंगाधरा हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा धरा नित्य गंगा हर हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा हर हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा सोमेश्वरा सोमेश्वरा हर बोले सोमेश नित्य सोमेश्वरा हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा सोमेश्वरा ईश्वरा हर हर बोले आनंदेश्वरा पुरीश्वर आनन्दे रमेश्वर पालय माम् ईश्वर आनन्देश्वर ईश्वर पालय माम्
कनकसभा काञ्चन विग्रह विनिग्रह कानो कनकागत काञ्चन विग्रह विनिग्रह किल पापमलाभः कृपावृत विभो पिता किल पापः कृत्यावृतदेह विभो कुवलय सन्निभ निर्मितत्वय सुभाष कुवलय सन्निभ निर्मितत्वय क्रीडोभाष्टद जय जय हे आनन्दपते नित्य जय जय नित्यानन्दपते भाग्य समृद्धि जय मे भाग्य समृद्धि जय
नित्य पुरीश्वर हे परमेश्वर पा नित्य पुरीश्वर आनंद हे परमेश्वर पा
करकल सुलभ काल निरासक विभो तामल सुलभयंक काल निरासक पाद विभो आगत भावना भक्त सुकंक विभो कमलागत लावना कंकणदेव विभो शिवनिलयागत भूति विभूषित दीक्षित पूज्यद शिवनिलयागत भूषित दीक्षित पूजित पूज्यद जय जय हे आनन्दपते नित्य जय नित्यानन्द नित्य भाग्य मुभार्जय भाग्य समृद्धि मुभार्जय
नित्य पुरीश्वर आनंदेश्वर पालय माम् ईश्वर आनंदेश्वर हे पालय माम्
नित्य शंकर भक्त हृदंबर चिदंबर भो हर नित्य शंकर भक्त हृदंबर चिदंबर
என்னப்பனல்லவா பன்னல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை அளித்தவா என்னப்பனல் என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன் ஞானம் அளித்தவா நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் இருந்தவா என் தாயும் தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியாவா உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ் கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நிலை நின்றிட உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று சீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை சீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நெய்தவா என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்தி அளித்தவா என்ன என் தாயும் அல்லவா உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நிலை நின்றிடும் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்றிட சீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெறும் கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணவா சீரான பாவம் பெறும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட ஸ்புரணம் தன்னை என்னப்பன் என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாய் தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியாவா என்னப்பன் அல்ல தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியாவா ஏழாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட காலம் தன்னை வென்று நிலை நின்றிட ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட காலம் தன்னை வென்று நிலை சீரான பாவம் பழி நீனை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நெய்தவா சீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெறும் கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணவா என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்ல தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நிலை நின்றிட ஏழாம் நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நிலை நின்றிட சீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெறும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நெய்தவா பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெறும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன் தியானம் அளித்தவா
Yes. So now you may all now relax and take the next second measurement of your body. And now let's see how many of us were able to manifest the power of increasing the temperature of the body. So let's take the second measurement. You can use the same method that you used before. If you use the thermometer before, use the thermometer. If you just check to measure the temperature using your hand, using your fingers, you can use the same and see, check the sensation that you are feeling. Is it hotter than before? And you can share in the chat what you observed.
Okay. So please all of you share what is the second measurement. Yeah, and one participant has the message that my temperature actually decreased. Yes,
Okay.
even that is a manifestation. Actually, that is good. So the point is, don't expect during the power manifestation, whatever is manifesting is manifestation of Swamiji, Paramashivoham. So you be in oneness at that moment with Paramashiva, and whatever is manifesting is only good for you. It is good for your mental and physical well-being. So even if it is reducing, it is good. It is also a manifestation. The app shows the same, but I feel silly. See, consciousness manifesting through you is beyond your emotion, beyond your thought current, beyond your mental layer. So what you feel actually doesn't matter. Even your mood swings will not be affected by the consciousness manifesting through you. So don't worry about any of your feeling, what you feel. So just be in oneness with Swamiji. Remember Swamiji, how you related Swamiji during the that is the point where you feel you and Swamiji is in oneness. I'm saying I feel cold because temperature decreased. Okay, I understand. I understand. So that is also the manifestation that you feel cold. Means you consciously decided to reduce the temperature and you feel cold. That is also the compensation to be to your health well-being.
Yes. So we also should understand that this is the moment when we actually celebrate the power manifestation, celebrate our oneness with Bhagavan. And we have to really celebrate and playful about this whole thing. Sometimes what we want, the opposite also happens. But understand that Swamiji, this whole thing is his leela, his play. Many times what he wants will happen and we'll be like, okay, I wanted this, but this happened. We should understand that alteration of temperature itself is the first step here and the major step. So first of all, congratulations for even being able to change the temperature of your body. Now, seeing and aligning ourselves more and more as to wait, if I wanted to increase, why did it decrease? Am I manifesting my fears here? There are many aspects to it. When you manifest more and get more and more deeper and grounded in the completion space, you will understand that many times we want something, but we are so scared of not manifesting it that we are in fact turn out to manifest the fears. That means the opposite. It happens, but that is what we have to overcome. We have to overcome our self-doubt, our fears, keep the will persistence alive, and then we'll be able to manifest the powers as we want. So it's just a matter of time. When we manifest more and more, you will see the power manifestation becoming more and more intense. All right. So we'll be, of course, manifesting more and more powers, and we'll realize that our manifestation only becomes better with time. Okay. So this brings us to the end of this power manifestation session. You can share your experiences on the social media, enriching and inviting as many people as you can for the Paramashivoham and even the upcoming season of Paramashivoham, which is going to start after this. So that they can also experience this science of power manifestation and know how to manifest the reality that you want. Okay. So now we'll move to the next session. The next segment is going to be a video from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where he throws more light and takes us to the further higher secrets of a very important truth, a very important cognition, in fact, that the entire existence is in fact your friend. The whole of existence, the entire creation is your friend. So let's hear directly from Swamiji, and then we'll return.
Krishna says, next sutra, next sloka, is the main core which reveals the secret. He tells Anna and to all of us, Ananyas chintayanto mamye jana pariyuvasade desham nityabhiyutanam yogakshemam vaham. He says, Ananyas chintayanto mamye jana paryubasade tesham nityabhiyuktanam kshemam vahamyaham. Those who always worship me, those who always reside in me, those who are having the ananyas chinta, means non-dual bhavana, means people became me, people who experience eternal consciousness. Ananyas chintayanto manavariyupasade. People who have become me, people who reside in eternal consciousness, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what I have. Please be very clear. No incarnation has revealed this truth so clearly. He says, if you reside in the eternal consciousness, the divine energy, the bliss consciousness, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Yoga and Shema. I give whatever they want and I take care it stays with them. I take care that nobody steals from them. Beautiful statement and assurance. Please understand, it is not just assurance, it is promise. Assurance is different, promise is different. It is promise. Krishna gives a promise. If you reside in my consciousness, if you reside in eternalness, whatever you lack, I bring. Whatever you lack will be given to you, and whatever you have reserved. It's a strange thing. He means just be spiritual, you will have everything, nothing will be lost. Very difficult to believe. Actually, people who are trained in the, it's called Western education. Very difficult for them to believe. How can I have what I want just by meditating, Swamiji? Immediate question. How can I have what I want just by meditating? Very clear. Now, in the modern day, especially the quantum physics, after science clearly proves it is just your thoughts which creates the whole universe. It is your thoughts which creates the whole universe. If you reside in eternal consciousness, you create your own universe. And not only that, the universe responds to your thoughts. A small research, but important research. I read in a magazine. One professor, he took 3 rose plants, rose bush, same size, same kind, kept 3 different rooms. He will enter the first room and start using the beautiful words. You are so beautiful, you are nice, you are great, don't worry, I will protect you, why do you need thorns? He will give all curing, caring words, loving mood he will create. Next he will go to the second plant, will not do much, just he will see and come away. Neither negative nor positive. Third he will go and just curse the plant. What nonsense are you doing? You are ugly. All the negative energy he will create by words. He continued to do this 21 days. Just as a research, how plants respond to thoughts. Please understand, it is shocking see the report, end result. He says, the first plant to which you used to give positive words, the plant has grown twice and no thorns. I myself have seen that photograph. I saw the photograph of that plant. No thorn in that rose. All, no thorns. Just because he gave the assurance, I will protect you. Why should you protect yourself? Don't bother, there is no need for thorns. Rose plant without thorns. Next, it was normal rose, it was there, that's all. It just normal growth. Third, the plant died. The plant died. Not once. 7 times he repeated the same experiment in a different places in a different way. All the 11 times, the third plant which received negative thought, he says all 11 times died. Sir C.V. Raman, he proved even the plants are living. Experiment proves the existence, outer world, rest of your thoughts. Not only that, one more research. Just like our ECG, electrocardiogram, now they have discovered a machine. Read the vibrations of tree. Read the vibrations of trees. They fixed in 20 trees, they fixed that machine and started observing the pulse created by the tree. Experiment purpose, they made to come inside the garden with the thought of cutting a particular tree. You will be blessed. Only that tree, he did not even go near that tree. With the thought in the garden, immediately that tree's graph started oscillating, started jumping. The tree is panicking. The tree started suffering. Tree started feeling the fear. Next day, they told him to come, thinking to cut the other tree, some other tree. Exactly according to his thought, if he wants to cut the X tree is just jumping. If he comes inside the garden, thought of cutting Y tree, the Y tree graph jumps. Clear. Existence responds to your thoughts. You are not an island. You are not an island. Don't think, you can think whatever you want in your inner space and your outer life will be different. Your outer life and the inner life is very deeply. If you live the spiritual life, automatically you will attract only spiritual friends around you. Your world also will become, all other relationships will drop by itself. You will not feel like relating. Many of our devotees tell me, Swamiji, nowadays I am not able to go to parties. Even if I go, I have nothing else to talk. I am not able to do anything. What we should talk in parties? Same that stock market. Who ran away with whom? Who is going with whom? And who is staying with whom? Same thing. Nothing, the same information. And everybody feels that they know some folks. They will call somebody separately. Don't tell anybody. It's only for you. Do you know? Just 3 days ago, this is what happened. If you want to spread some news, if you want to spread for a few hundred people, telephone. Few thousand people, television. To spread for millions of people, tell a woman. Telephone, television, telewomen. And not only that, just telling will not do. You should tell, this is a secret. It should not be told to anybody, only for you. Then after 10 minutes, even your dog will bark with it. Especially in India. In America, of course, people don't meet each other, almost isolated. In India, not relax. If they get, unless it is delivered to at least few hundred people, they cannot relax. And best way to spread news. And they have their own. They know if you tell one person, that person will take care of that. Other few hundreds. Anyhow. Understand, the existence responds to your thoughts. People who enter into the spiritual life, they can't go to the normal, they can't have the same old usual talks about your stock, who is with whom, what happened, where things ran away, all those things. You will not have time. You will not have energy. You will not have. Only based on your thought, you create relationship, friends, society, your circle, and naturally your whole world. Again and again, Vedanta says, Drishti Srishti. Create the universe from the angle of your vision. If it changes, Srishti changes. If your vision changes, world changes. They say, not only they say it is truth, you prove your world and see. See, in front of a projector, whatever you keep, whatever slide that appears in that screen. If you keep a slide of God, that's God photo picture screen. Screen is this physical planet Earth. Whatever you keep in front of your consciousness, according to project your life, your world and experience. The slide decides the scene on the screen. Your mentality decides in which you perceive the world, the way in which you experience the world. Small change in the slide will change the scene. Small change in it will change your whole world. The screen is same. The screen is same. But the scene changes. Same way. If your inner space, if your changes, the whole universe changes. Whole universe responds. Whole existence responds to your inner space. Don't think you are an island. You are part of this whole existence. You are not alone here. If you think you are alone, you will continuously fight with existence, fight with the whole universe. You will see the rest of the universe as an enemy. Part never see the whole as enemy. You are part, this whole. If you see this as an enemy, you can never rest. Only a person who understands is his own being. He is whole. He can realize, tremendous relaxation and bliss. He says, Ananyas chintayanto mamye jana variye desham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshamyakam. When you reside in my consciousness, whatever you lack and whatever you have, I preserve. We may think, yes, Swamiji, we know, we understand, universe responds to thoughts, but how can I get what I want? Please understand, the moment you change thoughts, the moment your inner space changes, automatically you start attracting things towards yourself. Very clear. If you tune TV to BBC, you will see the BBC channel. You will tune your TC, you will see the ABC channel. If you tune to CNN, you will. Same way, if you tune your consciousness to bliss, continuously even material wealth will shower on you. We may think, how can it be possible? How can this happen? What kind of words Swamiji is giving? But I tell you, now it will look very difficult. You may feel very difficult to understand. But start experimenting. I declare from authority, this sloka is a solid truth. 9 years I lived. I tell you, promise by the divine. 9 years I lived in utter insecurity. I know Krishna still proves he proves his words. Yogakshemam Maham. I can quote thousands of incidents from devotees' lives. Thousands of incidents in so many devotees' lives. Tulsidas, so many masters' lives. I can quote so many incidents from my own life. From my life. Let a small incident. Again I tell you, it's an honest truth. I promise this incident is truth. I was staying in Haridwar, place called Kankal. I was staying and doing tapasya. Every day morning I'll go for a bhiksha, where they give the bhiksha for sadhus. In ashrams they give bhiksha for sadhus. I go there, get my bhiksha, I'll come and eat 3 rotis and start meditating. Suddenly I feel high temperature and diarrhea. Even walk, I was not able to walk. I thought, what can be done? All right. Suddenly, one young sannyasi, he came and he gave me food. Not only one day, continue 3-4 days, every day he will come, he will bring food for me. Not only food, he brought the medicine also. I asked him one day, who are you, from where you are? He said, oh, my name is Shankar. I just stay in ashram called Sadhana. There is an ashram, nearby ashram, that Sadhana. Every day he started coming and giving me food and medicine till I became all right. At least some 4-5 days, every day. And because he came every day, After 2 days, I started talking to him, a little acquainted. And I saw he was having a beautiful, with a diamond on it. Diamond jewelry. There are many diamonds are put nicely. Diamonds. Beautiful pen. And I was surprised how a sannyasi got such a costly gift. What is this, Baba? What is this, Swamiji? He said, this is a diamond pen. Some devotee gave me. It looks so nice, I am having it. So, anyhow, I did not bother about it. After a few days, when I became alright, he stopped coming. Then I thought I should go and see him. Now I am able to walk and move and see him. I felt little connected because he served me, he helped me. I see him. After a week, I became completely alright. I started walking. I came to the same ashram and inquired, Swamiji, I wanted to see Shankar Swamiji. Shankar, whom you are talking? I said, I wanted to see Shankar. Swami, I met him 2-3 days. He used to come every day. He will bring me food. In our ashram, there is only one Shankar. Go see, he is the only Shankar we have. They showed the Shiva statue. Tell you, it's a truth. Promise. When I entered the temple, I saw the same pen. Shiva's cloth, same pen, same diamond pen. Of course, simply tears rolled in my eyes. And I felt, so much of gratitude overflow. I asked that Swami, how did this pen come to the Shiva? Who will put pen on Shiva statue? He said, 1 week ago, some devotee brought an offer. Because he was looking, they said it is a diamond. So we just wanted to decorate Shiva with the diamond jewelry. So we put that on him. Pen. Diamond pen. I asked, who will put pen on Shiva? Jewelries, you can believe. And he said, I don't know. Just some devotee offered this pen. They gave it to me. I said, because it is, why a sannyasi should have diamond? I wanted to give it to God. I wanted to put it on Shiva. Inserted on the Shiva's cloth. Of course, just because of this one incident, I am not asking you to believe. You can experiment in your life. You may say, this is your experience, be a truth for us, Swamiji. Again, ordinary mind, this is your experience. How can this be truth for us? I tell you, your very consciousness, inner space has got the quality to create miracles in your life. Miracles can happen in your life. Continuously, they are happening. One simple thing. I think the other day I was talking about this. When a telephone rings, suddenly you will remember some friend's name. When you go and pick up the phone, he will be there on the line. When somebody knocks the door, you go and open the door. You remember somebody and you go and open the door and he is there. This is what I call power of coincidence. Power of coincidence. In each of us, the power of coincidence, the power to create, the power of coincidence exists. In each one of us, the power to create miracles exists. But all we need to do is open, understand you have the power to create the power of trust. Your consciousness is connected to universe. Continuously, universe caring for you. The divine is waiting for you. It responds to your thoughts. It is you who create what you want. Just how you create the whole world in your dream. In the dream, you project the whole thing and create. You have the same power to create your world. You are conscious when you are in the state. When you can create a world in the dream state, can't you create that in the waking state? You are doing it. Now, even now, you are creating your world. Next question, we are creating. Why are we creating so many miseries? Because vested interest in your sufferings. Please be very clear. You have vested interest in your sufferings. Maybe there are some more reason, some other utility. You must be because of your suffering. It is you who create your whole thing. When your inner consciousness changes, when you are residing in the eternal consciousness, automatically attract the power of coincidence. You attract the power of coincidence. The moment you understand Sarvam Vishnumayam, you attract Lakshmi. Because Lakshmi stays with Vishnu. If you understand the whole universe is pervaded by divine, when you experience, when you understand Vishnu, you attract Lakshmi. That's a beautiful mantra in Tantra Shastra. Ananda Kamra means the fortune, Adrishta, is attracted by Ananda. When you create a blissful inner space, automatically you attract the external wealth. Tell me, what all which creates wealth? Clear thinking, creative mind, the ability to take spontaneous decisions, ability to respond spontaneously is what? Responsibility. Ability to respond spontaneously to any situation is the responsibility. If you are able to respond spontaneously to any situation, you can take that responsibility. You need clarity of creativity and power to take responsibility. All these three only creates wealth and preserves wealth. If you enter into the bliss space, if you keep your inner space blissfully, if you enter into the bliss consciousness, all these three automatically happens to you. Automatically, all these three happens to you. Wealth will be created around you and stay with you. Automatically, all these three will happen to you. It is not that it should be showered only by lottery. It is not that it should be only by lottery. It can come in any form, but stay with you. Please be very clear. Whomsoever wins through lottery never preserves it. All over the world, lottery is going on. Have you seen a single man who has become rich by lottery? I tell you honestly, I am going all over the world. Per year, 200,000 miles I fly. Every year, average 200,000 miles I am flying. I am seeing lakhs of people. At least our movement has touched more than 1 million people. I tell you from my experience, I have not seen a person who has become rich by lottery. By lottery, nobody can become rich. Even if they become, they do not know the value of money. In few days, they will blow it away. In Telugu, they will say that Nelu Dopdi. Put everything in the undi of Venkateshwara. In India, people do Nelu Dopdi in Tirupati. Here they do in Las Vegas. That's all. This country, they go to Las Vegas and drop everything. Las Vegas. That's why Las Vegas. Las Vegas. That's why Las Vegas. They go on, drop everything and come back. Be very clear. Wealth should come only by lottery. It will come by intelligence. When it comes by intelligence, it will stay with you. When your inner space is taken care, automatically the outer space showers on you. You are a blood of the planet Earth. Naturally, the existence responds, gives its gratitude to you. Never think exists dumb. Never think universe is mad. It is intelligence. People come and ask me. So searching for a guru. I feel so much inspired to do spiritual practice, but I want guru. I tell them, please, if your search is intense, God will send guru. He never misses his responsibility. If you have not got the right guru, if you have not got the master, means please be very clear, wrong in your seeking. If your seeking is proper, straight away master will have your life. He never delays. He never delays. He has got much faster system than any UPS, any overnight delivery. He can deliver in. He never delays. Divine never delays. Jesus never. Please be very clear. All we need to do is change your space. First thing, understand this one secret. Whether you be or not, it is truth. A basic secret. Once you enter the spiritual life, once you decide you wanted to live the spiritual life, that moment, all your worldly also taken care by the divine. It responds to what you need and it takes care of whatever you have. We may ask all questions. Swamiji, then today onwards, if I stop working, will I have everything? Be very clear. If you enter into the spiritual mood, if you enter into the spiritual life, meditative life, you will never think of dropping your work. Think of dropping your work. You will never think of dropping your work. You will only drop your worries about work. Then you will work in a much, automatically you will work in a much better way. The tremendous confidence, the whole existence is protecting me. Whole existence is my friend. I am not any whole. I am friend of this whole. Be very clear. When you understand you are the friend of this whole existence, cosmic energy, even after death, you will not disappear. Because you know there in the universe in some form. There is nothing to worry. Socrates says beautifully, before he was poisoned, Plato, his disciple, all of you should read the conversations between Socrates and Plato at the time of Socrates' death. I think Plato recorded the conversations of Socrates. They asked Socrates, are you not afraid of death? Socrates says, only two things. Either I will be alive after I leave the body in some form, in some way, then why should I be afraid? I am going to be alive. Or I may not exist, I may disappear. Then why should I be afraid? After all, I am not going to suffer. Either I exist or I will exist. If I am going to exist, why should I be afraid? After all, exist. In some other form, in some other name, somewhere. Not going to exist. Then what is there to suffer? There is no suffering. I am not going to suffer. Because there is nothing is going to be. Then why should I suffer? In both ways, there is no need for suffering. Of course, his answer is logical. But I tell you, it is experience. It is practical. From experience, I tell you, you will never perish. You will continue this in some form, somewhere. Even if you are enlightened, you will become such a pure conscious energy, you will be aware. You will never die when you understand that existence is intelligence. Krishna says, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. My devotee never perishes. Name Bhakta Pranashyati. He says in the next chapter, Shipram Vavari Dharmatma Swachantim Nigachadi Kaunteya Pradijanihi Name Bhakta Pranashyati. He who quickly became dharmic means that understands this truth, enters into the eternal bliss, eternal consciousness. O son of Kundi, Kaundi, declare it boldly. Prajadini Pradijanihi means let it be declared boldly that my devotee never. If you understand the existence is intelligence, please be very, you will never perish, you will never die, because you are going to be in this existence in some form. This body may move, but you will be there. When you understand this whole cosmos is intelligence, whole cosmic energy is intelligence, your whole life is blessed with what you want. Whatever you lack will be back to you, and whatever you have will be preserved. And I tell you, practical thing, just start from today. Decide, I start living in a blissful mood, in a blissful way, in an utter relaxed consciousness. I promise you will attract Lakshmi. You will attract wealth. My disciple is a jeweler, goldsmith. Because after he made that, he remembered me and he wanted to present it to me. He brought and gave it to me. And he is a very elderly Swami, elderly sadhu. He said he made only one piece and he presented that to me. And I put that Shiva. It's a mystery. Still, it's a mystery. Intensely, really understand the truth. Universe is energy. The whole existence is, please be very clear, simply the yoga and happens in your life. Happens in your life. Let me tell you my personal experience. Instead of, I can quote so many great lives where divine came down and served them, where divine took care of them. Mirabai, when she was given poison, Sri Krishna came back. So many millions of stories I can tell, but let me tell my own life. At least 9 years I lived with money, with one water pot, the Kamandalu, with this 2-piece dress, walking length and breadth of India, living under trees, begging and eating. Whether you want it or not, accept it or not, believe it or not, divine always protects. Yoga Kshemam Vahamya is the solid truth. Ananyas Chintayanto Mamye Jana Variyuva Desham Nityabhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. When you understand this truth, not only world, wherever you go, you are protected. You will relax consciousness which will continuously protect you. When you think the whole is your enemy, you are continuously antagonizing it. When you understand the whole is your friend, you relax and the whole existence. To make life as a hell or heaven is dependent on this one single sloka. Understanding the existence, trusting whether it's a matter or spiritual, matter or a spirit, that's all the secret of the whole thing.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your 3 eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasudashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda.
Yes. What an amazing revelation by Swamiji, enlightening us about the whole context, whole cognition being now. That the entire creation is in fact our friend. And the kind of vibration, the kind of thoughts we cherish, it just reflects them back. So it's our responsibility to hold the right space for us to create reality around us, to create the life that we want. Let's now watch another beautiful video by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where he takes this to the next level. Now, talking about the collective consciousness. What is this whole phenomenon of collective consciousness? We know about the individual consciousness, the very core minor space being the same as Paramashiva. But when many individuals come together, the collective consciousness, how does that operate, and how does the collective reality get shaped by that collective consciousness? It's a very interesting topic, and let's hear directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, revealing the higher truths on this topic. So let's hear.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasudashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda.
To present few great truths about the collective consciousness which surprise you, or you might have heard of this truth. Whether it is new or old for you, try to analyze as much as possible. Try to analyze till your logic feels tired, till your logic falls. Try to analyze till your logic falls. First thing, all your are not individual, separate pieces of the universe. It is all one and the same. All your minds are interlinked. Not only interlinked, directly affects other. That is what we call collective consciousness. It straight away affects each other. Your thoughts thoughts are just as infectious as your cold. Your cold. People may escape from your cold. It is not so infectious, but your thoughts are much more infectious than cold. If cold comes, if you catch cold, you may suffer only few days, that also physically. But when you catch from people, not only you suffer mentally, you suffer ever. It's not mentally, you suffer forever. Same way, anything you think affects the people who are staying around, and not only people who are whomsoever is living in the planet Earth, they are touched by your thoughts. Understand? Naturally our intellect will resist. How can this be true? Receive all these things. Now we will then turn the question and answer session. We will analyze it one by one, inch by inch. First truth I declare, all of us are not different beings, different minds. We are all totally interlinked, close networked. Any of my thought can transform you. Any of your thought can touch me. We are not watertight compartmented. We are not separate individuals, not an island. Please be very clear, you are not an island. There is only one thing called collective consciousness. Next, not only in the mental level, even in the deeper level, the more deep you go, the more deeply you are connected. The more deep you go, the more deep you are connected. Sachidananda. Get that NSP diagram. I will try to explain a simple truth. Please understand. This is the physical layer, physical body. This is the pranic body, the second level, third level, fourth level, fifth, sixth, seventh. You have the 7 layers of bodies. In the physical layer, for example, the physical level, you are here. I am here. And God is here. If you come down a little bit to the level, you see, in the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, if you come down to a little subtle level, the distance between you and me is reduced. Here the distance is too much. Here it is reduced. And if you come down a little more, the mental level, again the distance is little less. If you come down a little deeper and deeper, the distance between you, me, God. When you come down, when you go a little deeper and deeper, the more deeper you go, the distance is less. The more deeper you go, the distance between you, me, God will sink. In the end, the deeper level, there is no distance. You, me, everything is just one another same. Only in the physical level.
Everybody can hear. Take another mic, no? Take the other mic. Mic.
In the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, distance is little less. And in the mental level, distance is little less. It is getting ready. More deeper you go, the more sensitive you grow. The distance is reducing. The distance is getting lesser and lesser. In the end, nirvanic body, you, me, God, all the three are one and the same. There is no distance. The physical level, you are different entities. When you in tune or when you start loving somebody intimately, their joy can affect you. Why? Because distances become very less. It can simply come in or go out of your being. Their suffering can come into your being or their joy can come into your being. In a level, you don't have something called individual identity. You are just a part of collective consciousness. That is why many times you do not want suffering, but you are not able to escape from suffering. Again and again, whether it is physical disease or a mental depression, the spiritual bondage, even though you don't want, you have to undergo the suffering because you are not clear-cut enough, not aware that you are part of the collective consciousness. The moment you become aware, you don't have an individual identity. You are part of collective consciousness. You don't have a separate ego except your identities, your intellectual understanding. In existence, there is no such thing separate individual entity exists. When you realize that, you just go beyond sufferings, depression, and diseases. Understand this one thing. As long as you have the consciousness, you are individual. The individual consciousness. As long as you have individual consciousness, whether physically, mentally, or in being level, spiritually, you will be continuously suffering. Why do you think you are resisting the nature? Whatever nature offers, you resist. There is a beautiful saying, man as a fool, when it is hot, asking for cool, when it is cool, asking for, always asking what is not. Always asking what is not. When it is cool, you think you are different from the existence. I have seen sannyasis, enlightened masters, Himalayas, with just this cloth, in the cold, in the snow, and I myself live this. Never body was disturbed. Never body was disturbed. Because I never had the thought that I am different from the nature. Only when you start thinking you are different from the atmosphere, the existence, or the air which is there near you, you start resisting it. A very simple thing. Now you can practice. If you are feeling cold, just relax and observe, witness in which area you are feeling cold. In that area, don't resist the atmosphere, don't resist the air, don't resist the temperature, don't resist in that area. Just say to yourself, I am not going to resist. I am not going to resist the existence. Let me relax. Just consciously decide and relax. In few minutes the idea will disappear. It may look immediately what we do the next extreme question. Can we do this in the time of snow and we survive? Because our mind always goes to extremes. If you can do it totally, and you don't have that much of totality, we don't have that much of clarity. If relax, fall in tune with nature so much, you can live. Because human beings are living. When they all can manage, why not us? When you think you are something separate from the nature, nature disturbs you. In the air, all possible bacteria and viruses are there. Any moment, any disease can affect you. Any disease can happen to you. As long as you feel in tune with the existence, even if they come inside your body, they just leave. The moment you start thinking that you are somebody individual, separate from the existence, you are something different, then the whole becomes your enemy. You see, you are a part and everything is a whole. If you feel in tune with the whole behaves as a friend. The moment you start thinking, the moment you start discriminating and start behaving with the whole in an opposite way, it just starts acting like an enemy. Be very, the whole is not here to kill you or destroy you. And it's a simple, one more example you can understand. When a living person falls in the water, he gets drowned and the dead body floats. And after all, dead body is more heavy. It is filled with water now. Once he dies, water and water goes inside. He is heavy. But dead body floats, living person gets drowned. What do you think? As long as you resist the water, you are resisting the nature. If you just stop resisting, if you just feel that the whole is, you have become part of the whole, simply you can start floating. And the other day I read a beautiful interview. One person jumped in the Niagara Falls, and it's a strange thing. He jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. All the journalists are questioning him. How could you manage it? How did you survive? And if you are, then you can understand. I can't even imagine that somebody survived in the Niagara. Beautifully, he says, when I jumped, I felt that I become part of falls. I felt I am a particle floating in that fall. When I came out, again I felt I am just a part. I never felt I am different. disappear into collective consciousness, nature is not enemy for you. Nature is your close friend. Nature protects you. When you are individual, as long as you have individual consciousness, nature protects you. When you realize you are a collective consciousness, nature protects you. Wherever you want to achieve success, even in the social and economical way, only when you feel in tune with the whole group, only when you fall in tune with the collective consciousness, you will be able to achieve what you want to achieve. As long as you think you are an individual, you wanted to keep your place distinctly, you wanted to keep the idea you are somebody, be very clear, you will be continuously resisted. You will be resisting. Whether it is home, office, workplace, or your company, or industry, wherever. If you disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be again and again protected and taken care and experience the ultimate success, not only socially and economically. You will start experiencing it. Feeling of fulfillment. The feeling of fulfillment happens to you will be inexplicable. The moment you start, you create hell for your whole life. Small story. A guy was informed that his wife has fallen in the river. He is supposed to jump in the river and save. He jumped and started swimming current. And they shouted, "Arey, what are you doing? You are going against the current." He said, "You don't know, my wife, even if she falls in the river, she will float only against the current." She resists everything so much. I think she can go with the current even with the river. As long as you resist the current, whether it is your place or house or office or a company or wherever it is, as long as you don't disappear into consciousness, you will be continuously creating hell for you and for others. Even in the physical level, if you think you are somebody separate, be very clear, you will be inviting diseases. And one more thing, the mental level, if you think you are separate, again and again, you will be creating seeds of violence is created. You are individual. With collective consciousness, you unify. Consciousness, you dissect, cut things into pieces. Logic always breaks. Intuition always unites. With the collective consciousness of the soul level, if you are feeling you are an individual, there is no of any spiritual growth. Any spiritual growth. You can't even put your first step, first thing, in the physical level. You are not an individual. Your body and the body of the sun straight away connected. Any small change in the body of the sun can change your body. Any small small change in your body can be the body of the moon. Even though logically you are not able to relate, it is truth. And the next thing, in mental level, you are not alone. You are not any thought which is put on somebody else's head comes and touches you, and any thought which is created in your mind goes and touches the other person. It's like a ripple created in a lake. If you are going to create a strong wave, you inspiring and impressing others by your thought. If you are not so solid to create a strong wave, be very clear, others were going to impress you. Either as a leader or you will be a follower. There is no in between. You always think, I will not be a leader, I can't do that much. I don't have to be a follower. I'll just maintain my own stand, which is simply impractical. There is thing as my own stand exists. Either you lead or you, that's all. The mental level also, again and again, if you think you are an individual, you will be resisted. And the moment you understand you are part of the collective consciousness, not only you will not be resisted, welcomed and received. Third thing, in the ultimate way, spiritual level, the moment you understand, you are totally connected, intensely connected to the whole group, to the whole universe. Not only you start experiencing the bliss, you start opening many dimensions of your being. Now you are stressed out, disturbed continuously because you have to think too much. Just with one mind, you have to enjoy so much, just one body. If you disappear into this collective consciousness, you will have so many dimensions, so many possibilities, and the amount of ecstasy you can't imagine. Understand? With this one body itself, if you can make such a joy, if you can enjoy, what will happen if you have two bodies? You can put one in the AC, another one in the heater. And enjoy both. If you have three bodies, you can put all the three bodies, depute all this in 3 countries and enjoy the 3D culture. And if you have 4, you can naturally enjoy little more. Just understand, if many bodies, how much of joy and bliss you will have. Same thing you will experience when you understand you are part of collective consciousness. The whole NSP or Nityananda Spurana program is all about making you realize the part of collective consciousness. Not only a part, you are collective consciousness. You are not individual consciousness as you think, physically or mentally or spiritually. Layer by layer, when we go deeper and deeper, you start feeling you are just one with everything. That is why automatically just disappear. You start feeling the well-being in mental layer, pranic layer, physical layer, etheric layer, and in all the deeper layers. When you experience that you are boundaryless consciousness, and when we end the program, the middle camp, people go into such a deep ecstasy. They forget their name, their social status, their education, their qualification, their religion, all what they are. They forget everything and respect everybody. They fall at feet. Even I have seen the daughter-in-law or father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law. That never happens in India. At least in Indian culture it is too much. I have seen father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law, just seeing the divine in her. And mother-in-law falling at the feet of son-in-law. And fathers falling at daughters. Because they see the divine. And the grandmothers touching the feet of granddaughters. And the person who is a boss or who is the owner of a company touch a person who works for him. This is for whom he pays. I've seen this happening. When you experience the deep ecstasy of oneness, collective consciousness, when you experience the bliss of the collective consciousness, you forget all the differences of your name, social status, prestige, whatever you think as you just disappears, and what you are is revealed to you. I've seen people touching the feet of their worst enemies in the sea. They forget. They are raised. They experience such a deep level of consciousness, such an intense level of energy, such a collective consciousness, such a bliss, literally appears. And they enter into the state of collective consciousness. And without even knowing, they just go around in that ecstasy. And whomsoever is there, they see God in everyone. It is not that they are given instruction. It is not that they are visualizing. When the experience happens, the whole group feel the consciousness and realizes they are one and the same. They are not different entities. Only when you experience the collective consciousness, you can realize, you can experience what I mean by the word bliss, eternal bliss, Nityananda. Say to the ultimate divine, let you experience this eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. According to science, vacuum is absence of matter
to you vacuum as energy, matter is manifest energy. How will you define vacuum then? Please understand, now the science has changed its view. Now they are coming up with a clear-cut idea. No such thing as vacuum can be created. Even space in which you say vacuum, the ether is the present. The ether is the grass form of energy. And they are very clear now, ether is so a form of matter. It can be measured and handled. So, first thing, now the science has evolved so much that it could catch up with the spirituality. It could understand the spiritual truths. And they started understanding it's not absence of matter. It is absence of certain parts of matter, not completely all matter. You have 5 elements. It is absence of 4 elements. That's it is not the absence of matter. So science has changed its meaning. And this itself has answered my question. Answered the question. So my stand is accepted by the science, where lately they are coming up with their clear concepts also to work on the how to use the ether and all those things. Thousands of years ago, the Eastern rishis have developed Vastu Shastra to use the power of ether. All our Vastu Shastra means the technique of building homes are all based on this science of ether. Now they are working to how to use the power of ether. So the next question is very clearly answered in this itself. According to me and according to science, vacuum is energy, and vacuum is not absence of matter. And according to me, vacuum is not something special from total. Vacuum are one and the same. Non-living things like rocks have intelligence. Is there any difference in the between human beings, animals and non-living things? Please explain. One difference. Human being has got the conscious choice. He can decide whether to live with that intelligence or not. The animals and non-living things have that choice. They are intelligent by nature. With human beings, you have to be a fool. That's the only difference. By nature, intelligent. Human beings have got the choice. You can be intelligent or you can be a fool. Except this choice, except this difference, there is no other difference. They are their nature is intelligent by nature always. Human beings are by mistake. Sometimes unfortunately they act intelligent without knowing. Except that there is no other difference. As you go deeper into the 7 bodies, the distance becomes less. How do you move down in levels of bodies and stay there so you can truly experience your consciousness? It is just simple as 1, 2, 3. Just very simple as 1, 2, 3. 1, after go to the volunteer. 2, register for NSP. 3, be here tomorrow morning. Just 1, 2, 3. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. And experience and step. It is said that an individual has control over their mind. Does that mean that mind can still influence an individual's mind and thought process? How do we control it so as to prevent anger or depression? This is the first truth that you stated. Thank you. Nice question. It is said that an individual has control over their mind. And can I know who is that individual who put this? It is said that you are. Can you control your mind? This is the same reply from me. If I ask anyone, it will be the same reply. Then how can we believe it? It is said that an individual has control over their mind. This is only said, not practiced. Be very clear, it is only said, not experienced. So that statement is wrong. The next thing, mean an outside mind can still influence an individual's mind and thought process. Yes, you are. Simply by them, now you know, can influence your thought process. And you see, one small thing, not only by us, even without giving orders, we can influence. For example, you wanted to come to meditation. I'm not saying particularly about you. Your husband may be here, I don't know. For somebody, you want to come to meditation. He never says, open, no. But he just keeps his face, long face. He can meditation here. When you are sitting here, his long face, you will be meditating on his long face. You will be continuously remembering his long face. They are energy. And one more thing you should understand. For example, he never liked this meditation, all this stuff. And somehow, fortunately, he was not in the station. He is not in the city. He is out of station for last 10 days. Even then, if you are coming here, you come up with a thought. If he is here, I have to ask permission. So you will say no. Anyhow, you come here. You have not asked him. He has not showed any even body language or verbal language. This happened. But when you are sitting here, energy will be totally different. The memory, just the memory, if I ask him how he will react, more than enough to put you into low mood, to influence. Am I right? The very thought is enough to change the whole energy. So understand, it is so practical. Us can influence your mind without even expressing their thoughts, without even expressing their body language. Even if you don't see them, even if you have not seen them, you asked them about something, just their thought thinking trend, just their thought structure, know about it. That is more than enough to influence your thought and system. How do we control it so as to prevent anger or depression? How do we control it? Again, same answer. Only meditation. Analyze all the 7 layers of your so-called individual consciousness. You are an onion. Please be very clear. We are nothing more than an onion. The onion, layer by layer, what is there inside? empty. That you are an onion. Onion thinks it has got something solid. Only when you peel all the 7 layers, you understand there is nothing inside. Same way you think you are an actual consciousness. If we peel all your 7 layers, you will expect cosmic consciousness, collective consciousness. That's a one and only way to prevent anger or depression which sneaks inside your system from others, through others, by others. Thank you. Why do we have to? In childhood, we are trained to be from others, then school to learn to be somebody, competing in commercial jobs, and ultimately, intimate truth is we are one, bliss. Why cannot mass consciousness reflect this joy, peace and love? It's a beautiful question. I'll answer step by step. Why do we have to suffer? In childhood we are trained to be separate from others. Then school to be somebody. Then learn adults competing in commercial shops. If the infinite truth is we are one bliss, why cannot mass consciousness also reflect this joy, peace and love? This question has got so much of potential meaning. People who created the education system which we are practicing now are not enlightened people. That is the first problem. The education system created by enlightened people, the rishis, Gurukulam structure, is totally outdated. It is not anymore alive. Let me say a few things about the Rishi culture or Gurukulam education system. The education system designed by enlightened masters. In that system, any child who takes birth in that country belongs to the university. He belongs to the master. Parents have no right over kids. The moment they give birth, he or she will be handed over to the Guru. Take care of him. There are just few rules I'll explain. They are not allowed to be till they are 7. You do not know, you laugh. Till 7 they are not even given an idea that they are some individual body. They are allowed to relate with existence, ether, straight away with their whole body. They are allowed to relate with flowers, allowed to relate with forest, they are allowed to relate with trees, they are allowed to relate with earth. Till the age of 7, they are not given an idea that they are somebody, they are some body as you are. They are some body. And the next thing, they are not taught to suppress the left. They are not given the idea whether they are male or female. The age of 7. They are not given the idea whether they are male or female. They are not given the idea that they are somebody. They are not given the idea that they have to suppress some part of their body. They are allowed to live with this whole body. If you can just apply these three things with your kids, don't separate their upper body and lower body with cloth. Means don't put anything in the hip. Give something like which covers the whole body. Next, don't give them continuously idea that they are somebody. Of course, it will be very difficult to send them to school and lot of things. Only with that atmosphere, the Rishi culture, they are not given any idea. At the age of seven, they are given a meditation technique. Even the idea that they are somebody, they can dilute it. They can again and again flush that idea. They can flood it. They are given a meditation technique again and again to tune themselves to the collective consciousness. That's what we call Gayatri. From 7 to 14 they practice that Gayatri, through which they will be continuously relating to the collective consciousness. By 14 they will have a glimpse of the collective consciousness. Means the conscious experience enlightenment. Satori, the blueprint of enlightenment. And after 14, based on their Satori, after having Satori means the first experience of enlightenment, they will be given a deeper level techniques to continue in their path. One, they will become enlightened. And I tell you honestly, there was a time when more than 7 the people were enlightened. That is what we call Satya Yuga. There was a time in the Rishi's culture when more than 7 people were enlightened. Other 30 were minus, below 7. They were working towards it. Either they are already or they are working towards it. Our social structure, the social structure created by enlightened masters is either already and working towards enlightenment. That's all. There is no other category. Whole society is only 2 categories. One is achieved, another one is traveling. That's all. Enlightened and seekers. Of course, unfortunately, we lost that education system. So I have to conduct NSP every week all over the world, and it is not so easy to conduct this program. People who attend, they say, Swamiji, 2 days, except few hours of rest, you will not have much rest. And people don't feel tired. That's different, because they feel so much of energy through meditation. They come and tell me, Swamiji, how is it possible? 2 days we have spent without sleeping. And I tell them, for you at least it's only 1 weekend. For last 2 years, there was not a single weekend in which I was not having some program, some ASP or NSP in some part of the world. If you see our website and see my program, throughout the year, till 2006 beginning, throughout this year till 2006 beginning, not even single weekend is free. Somewhere or other, we are having ASP and NSP. You can see the complete program. Apart from that, even in weekdays, in India we do this program as 4 days program. 4 course. Continuously I am doing the programs, ASPs and NSPs, everywhere, because the Gurukulam system is lost. Now we are trying to the Gurukulam system. Already we got few kids of our devotees and started the Gurukulam in India ashram. We are expecting to revive the Rishi culture along with giving modern education to them. without disturbing their conscious experience or enlightenment. Swamiji, do you think undifferentiated Nirvikalpa consciousness is more or less suitable for us compared to differentiated collective consciousness? First thing you should understand, may I request the person who put this question to stand? Yes, thank you. Experienced either Savikalpa or Nirvikalpa? Yeah. I think you should sit here. Let me tell you from my experience. I do not know about your experience. I can say from my experience, please be seated. There is no difference between Savikalpa or Nirvikalpa. When you reach 99%, there is no difference between 99 and 100. These terms are just words. I tell you, in my experience, when I reached Savikalpa, I just dropped into Nirvikalpa. It's not that after that I have to do something to reach the Nirvikalpa. When I experienced Savikalpa, I just dropped into Nirvikalpa. So this is what is my experience. This is the way I achieved enlightenment. And the next thing, undifferentiated consciousness and collective consciousness is again one and the same for me. I don't find any difference except the word. A small story. In India, a big fight goes on between this Vikalpa Samadhi group and Nirvikalpa Samadhi group. The Savikalpa is this Ramanujas, Visishta Advaita and Advaita, Bhakta category. And Nirvikalpa group is this Shankaras. These two group, a big fight. One more small story inside the small story. It's like there was a tank in the center of a village. 4 new persons came to the village, entered into the tank. One guy said, there is a water, I'll go and drink. The other guy said, no, it is only pani, not water. My grandfather told me. Drink. The third guy said, no, it is Neelu. It is neither water nor to go and drink. The fourth guy said, no, it is Tannir. Means water in Tamil. Drink. My grandfather told me. My grandfather only built this tank. All the 4 started fighting before entering into the tank. So badly, all the 4 killed each other before entering into the tank. If they had little bit of patience to enter into the tank, or at least look into the tank, they would have understood what we are fighting is only word. It is one and the same. Whether water or pani or tanni, or it's just one and the same. Same way, all this religious terrorism, this is nothing but misunderstanding of the same category. Before entering into the tank, they hold on to their words and they say, told me. My grandfather's grandfather told me. They can without even peeping into the tank. If you just have a little bit of patience or courage to peep into the tank, only you will not fight. All of you can drink and then supply water to everyone else. We can experience the bliss and radiate it to everybody else.
Yes. So, after this powerful session of Swamiji's satsang, all of you contemplate on all the powerful cognitions you got and share it in the Zoom chat. Only if you share, you will imbibe, your muscle memory will take it. So, share it and contemplate on each one of the powerful cognitions Swamiji gave us in this wonderful session. Good. No man is an island. That's actually that is the core of the Hinduism, the teachings of Hinduism. So we are not an separate island. We are always in one with cosmos, and each one of us, the surrounding will affect each one of us. So that is why the Swamiji is insisting on the ecosystem. So when the ecosystem is right, all the human beings are actually good. They are good beings. So it's again a wonderful, powerful combination from Yulin, super conscious and group consciousness. Yes, ma'am. So it is a criminal negligence if we think we are a separate island and if we focus only on our growth and spiritual growth. We need to enrich others because from the powerful cognition, we are not a separate island. Only we create an ecosystem, nice ecosystem, a powerful spiritual ecosystem around us. That is only it is safe for us as well as for the human beings and the planet. And that is what Swamiji is doing for all of us. So sincerely attend the sessions, come for yoga, come for puja, and enrich people, enrich as many people you can. Enrich them for PSM, enrich them for yoga, and create a nice ecosystem connecting them to the PSM sessions. So with this, we will, yeah, I'm getting continuous powerful cognizance in a chat, Zoom chat from Wave and May. It's good continuously. I want all of the participants to involve yourself by sharing your experience in the group chat so that not only you all other participants also can benefit out of this powerful cognizance. We will also there to help you to move to this amazing experience of the powerful cognizance what Swamiji is giving to us and be in oneness with Swamiji. So now let us conclude the sessions with the Purna Mantra.
Yes, holding our hands and then Namaskara Mudra. Expressing deep gratitude towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for guiding us all along this journey. Let's now chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityanandam. Thank you.
Thank you, Nityananda, everyone.